Okay guys, here I am with our next live attack video, and this is actually going to be, excuse me, quite a bit more than just a live attack. It's kind of a special edition. I'm doing it for a couple of my friends over at Chaos Hammer, and they have asked me specifically to illustrate some of Queen Walk raids for Dark Elixir, and also the viability for dragons in war at Town Hall 10. So I'm going to show you a few replays from my Queen raids first, and then I will show you one of my war replays that I just did a couple hours ago, and then I'm going to do an attack live. So I've only started doing Queen walks again. Oh, these are defenses. You don't care about that. I've only started doing Queen raids again recently, specifically for this video, so I only have a handful to show you. But let's see. These I was actually cooked up for Queen raids. These bottom two right here, 1800 and 1600 Dark Elixir. And when you trophy dump, obviously, you go down and you find bases that have been abandoned or left for a couple of days. So it's worth noting that when you're cooking this kind of army, a Super Queen raid army, often you'll find bases like this, and since you need to continuously dump trophies anyways, it is a good opportunity to bring some minions and some goblins along with your attack, so that way you can pick off those easy bases and pick up some easy Dark Elixir. As you can see, I mean, that's a little over 3,000 Dark Elixir right there for essentially nothing. And then we have a couple attacks here where you see I use a Queen, 5 healers, 6 wall breakers, 2 minions, and 3 spells, and I get 2,000 Dark. Again, a Queen, I use my King, I used him for funneling, I think, in that one. 4 healers, a handful of breakers, and minions. Again, 2,000 easy Dark Elixir. This one, I was just trophy dumping. There was a Dark Elixir drill outside. I dropped the Queen, dropped her ability, took the 40, dumped the trophies, and got out of there before she got hurt. The big thing about doing these Queen raids is that you keep your Queen at full health, and you don't use a lot of troops. Not only are they not expensive, but you don't use many in general. So if you have a couple hours to burn, you can do attack after attack after attack after attack, and not waste a lot of time. So obviously with the new shield countdown system per attack, your best opportunity to do this is when you're going to sit down and do a session, and then when you're done, you get your 12-hour shield, and you take your break and live your real life. But if you have the opportunity to do that, obviously you can see in this one against Mimi Cats, I absolutely failed. I only got 310. I did not funnel my Queen very well, so she took a walk and didn't go towards the storage. So that does happen sometimes. Sometimes you fail. But as you can see in the most of these, every other time I tried to do a real attack, it was successful. I'm just going to show you these top two. So actually this one wasn't, no, I don't want to share that. This one wasn't very good, only 1,000. Did I miss it? I must have missed the Dark Elixir. Oh, you know what this was? I wasn't even going for... I was trying to Queen walk to the left to get these Dark Elixir drills, and for whatever reason, maybe I didn't drop those minis fast enough, I don't know, the Queen aggroed to the right and completely ruined my attack. However, if I didn't suck at doing this, she would have walked left, and I would have easily gotten that drill, and I would have easily gotten that drill. As you can see, she makes it pretty far this way, and then near that army camp, she decides to beat through the wall. But I'll show you this part just to show you like the rage drops, because the rage is important. What you need to do is you need to bring, I usually try to bring at least 6 healers. It all depends on what I got cooking, because I cook while I attack, so sometimes you end up with more or something, less of another. But you try to bring 6 healers, a bunch of rage spells, and you can see all my extra dark spells. Those are for war attack donations, not for my rating. But anyways, so's the Golem and the Valkyrie. You need at least 4 healers, to do a proper Queen walk in general. I try to bring a couple extra in case you lose a couple, like this crossbow right now, shooting at them. Let's pause right here because there's nothing really good that happens after this. But as you can see, if my walk would have went the right way, I would have easily gotten that dark drill, and easily gotten that dark drill. And seeing as how there's 4,600 dark elixir in the 3 drills, you know, I'd have gotten well over half of that for nothing but a queen and a couple of healers. So although this is a fail, it still shows you kind of what's viable. You just want to make sure you stay away from those infernos for obvious reasons. So let's watch this other one. Again, this is another base that's kind of been forgotten. I like to pick on Town Hall 9s because they don't have infernos. And I also trophy dump for that reason. So let's go ahead and we'll do ×2. Luckily, this crossbow is dead, and I figured because of all this other non-activity indications that the clan castle was going to be empty. Now, I dropped those wall breakers right there because I didn't want the queen to go in where she was. I wanted her, because I was afraid she was going to turn right, I wanted her to go left. Fortunately for me, she ended up going left anyways. And once she's inside, that's fine. I was kind of hoping maybe she would walk back outside, but she doesn't. But I do get both of those dark elixir drills, which is what I was going for. And as you can see, a nice thing about the queen walks is when you run into Teslas and Tesla farms, they usually pop one at a time, so they're not really too much of a risk. You don't have to use a bunch of rages as often when you're up against Town Hall 9s, which is convenient. And I do drop the wall breakers there because I didn't think there was going to be much in that dark storage, so I wanted her to step outside and go after the gold on the outside, but she decided to do her own thing and go after that dark storage, which, you know, got me a couple hundred extra dark anyways, and then steps up and takes out the town hall. No problem. Alright, we're going to leave out of that because there's nothing else exciting there. We're going to go and show you an older one. Oh, I don't have any more replays for the older ones. Anyways, there's a couple of other really good videos out there. Clash with Ash, I think, has one of the better ones for post-update. Yeah, I can't show you those. But basically, you need to make sure you have a few healers. 4 is absolutely minimum. I try to bring at least 6, but sometimes I'll have more cooked. And then minions for funneling, wall breakers for penetration, and sometimes I'll like to throw in 20 or so goblins and a jump, just in case you have a hard time with the queen and she gets all funky on you. You have the option on the right layout to basically spam in your goblins specifically at the dark tank. You know, if you like have it almost open, you just weren't able to get there, and the queen cleared out most of the defenses around it, you can do that. Alright, so that's it for the queen walk parts. I realize that wasn't as nice as it could be, but honestly there are a plethora of really nice queen raiding videos, so go ahead and check those out. Now we're going to go into our current war, and I'm going to show you my attack on this guy. This is a very common base you see at Town Hall 10s, and first I'll walk you through my plan and then we'll watch what happened. As you can see, he only has Town Hall 9 level air defense, which I took advantage of, but you can still do this attack with Town Hall 10 air defenses. Matter of fact, in the live attack, I'm going to be doing against this guy, and he's got Town Hall 10 air defenses. So we're going to get to see that at the end of this. However, my game plan is, first of all, when you're using dragons on a Town Hall 10, you need to think about the clan castle, you need to think about the queen, you need to think about the infernos, and obviously the air defenses and blowers. So, first, the infernos, I want to come at them one at a time, not 2 at a time, and infernos on multi aren't really a big deal for dragons. It takes them quite a while to take those dragons down. So as long as you have a good funnel, you really don't need to worry about the infernos. You do need to worry about the queen, especially because she will, if she's in an awkward place, she will drag your dragons away from where you want them to be. So you can actually use her to help consolidate your funnel. Like in this situation, I'm going to come right at her, and the idea is that when she starts shooting at a dragon, a whole clump of them will surround upon her, and then hopefully be sitting right next to the town hall when she goes down. I am going to kill this air defense using 2 max level lightnings. If it were a max air defense, I would use 2 lightnings and a quake. As you'll see in the attack, I bring a quake anyways, not because I was going to use a BBQ, but based on the attack, a haste and a poison didn't make any sense, so I end up just using the quake basically on the town hall to soften it up, and the inferno. But had that been a max air defense, I would have just BBQ'd it, and the outcome would have been exactly identical. And if this were a max air defense, it would still be the same thing because I bring a hound in the clan castle to take care of this one. So, back to the plan. Zap this guy, this air defense, drop a dragon here. My goal is to take out that army camp, and then hopefully my dragons all start to come south to the elixir, and then to the gold, and then to the archer tower. As soon as that starts happening, start dropping in your dragons. Hopefully you want them to funnel in directly to the queen, and drop them basically as far as this here, and hopefully they all kind of pinch in and congregate, you know, like around the cannon, and then they're going to start to spread out again because they're going to start to get all these defenses out further out that are going to attract them. But the queen should step up, start shooting at them somewhere in this area, and hopefully they'll congregate back up and have rages available for them, and everything should go well. As you can see in the bottom right hand corner, I got a 69% 2-star. I could have done better. I kind of screwed up with my heroes. You'll see with the clan castle here, I already knew that there was a hound and a balloon in there because we had one of our babies go up and pull the clan castle as a scout. And so I wanted to keep my heroes away from there. So when I was planning this originally, I told myself I was going to drop my heroes up on this side and just let them start picking up some extra percentage points. But in the middle of the raid, as you will see, I had a big clumping of dragons over in this area, and with that air defense there still up, I wanted to drop my heroes on this side to clean off these buildings, so that way my dragons would take out this, and then they would kind of have free reign all the way up until they got to this last air defense. Unfortunately, the dragons didn't take out their air defense, and the lava hound did come out as soon as my heroes stepped up into this area, as you can see with the circle. And once that happened, the queen absolutely became useless. She just shot at the lava hound until she died. But let's go ahead and watch that replay. So we are going to start by doing the double zap. As you see, no problem, takes out that. Drop in the dragon, and I was hoping he was going to hit that camp first, but he didn't. So unfortunately, this dragon takes a walk, and he ends up going up this way. Oh well. Drop my clan castle with my hound, doing the nice long path, which is going to cover the majority of the flying route of my dragons. The idea is he will suck up every air mine in that area, which unfortunately there weren't any black mines. But he does clog up their air defense for long enough for the dragons to get close enough to be in rage range. I drop the quake to soften up the core. The poison was very late for the queen. I should have dropped that earlier, but a third rage to get to that town hall. And as you can see here, I have this group of dragons here and not really anything up north. So I elect to take my heroes and drop them down south to try to convince my dragons to go and take out that air defense, which doesn't work out, but that was the thought on the fly. Either way, going for a basically fresh hit 2-star style attack on a Town Hall 10, generally happy with a 69 or 70%er. Although I probably could have gotten a touch better had I used my heroes slightly differently, because they would have went pretty far over here. My king would have tanked for the queen for quite some time before that hound ever popped out. But it is what it is, and that is part of the learning process. And she goes down right here. Okay, so that is that base, a very common base. And as you can see, base 3 isn't terribly different. Or sorry, base 2 isn't terribly different, but it is a little different. Now, we did already do one attack on this, and it was basically a go-wee-wee that didn't work out so well. You guys can actually watch that. I recorded it live in the pep talk, which probably won't be out at the time I'm going to drop this video, but it will be out very soon. I need to edit it a little bit. And anyways, so for this attack, what I'm going to do is a little queen walk. I'm going to start my queen down here, take out this army camp, and hope that she walks to the right, takes out the spell factory, steps up, takes out the air defense, and keeps on moving. I will have 4 healers and my queen, and plenty of rages for her, although she's not going that far, so I don't anticipate needing more than 2 rages for her. But if I need more, then I'll use it, because really, hopefully, I'm only going to require 1 rage for my dragons, but I should have 3 available for them, and if I do, I obviously will use it. Walk the queen over to the right. Now, she will not make this corner. I guarantee it. She'll sit there, and she'll beat into this wall right here. That's one of these 3 is what she'll beat into, which is not what I want. So I'm going to use 2 wall breakers, and I'm going to take out these sections right here and hope that she comes up, takes out their air defense, that builder's hut, and then these, especially this air defense right here. Now, if that happens, my queen has done her job and then some. And then all of this area will all be cleared out, including that arch tower, that mortar, that air defense, all will be cleared out. And then I will be basically spamming in my drags from right outside of this elixir and barracks. And they should beeline straight for this elixir pump and elixir collector. Everything else will be relatively cleared out. I will drop, depends on how many rages I have available, but if I have 3, which is the hope, then I will drop 2 basically side by side on basically the gold storage and the elixir storage, which should run all the dragons up here towards the town hall pretty well, and then I will finish my triangle pattern by dropping the last one basically right over the inferno and the town hall-ish to make sure that queen dies quickly and the town hall goes down. There should be nothing as far as air defense concerned all the way until the drags get to the backside, which I am not planning on really going for the 3-star against this clan. I just want to make sure we get lock up the 2-star, and that should be more than enough for us to win. As long as I 2-star this base, we should win by like 4 stars, I think. So let's go ahead and let's just do this live. Let's see how we are doing. We have all of our spells. Oh, I still need a dragon in the clan castle. So we might have to wait until we get filled up and come back for this. But let's see where we're at. Oh, that's already going to be done. Oh, I'm full. He's going to have to wait. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and take a quick pause. And once we get that dragon, we will come back and we will do this attack live. Okay, guys, we are back. And the Fluffinator kindly graced me with his dragon. So let's look at this one more time and make sure we have some sort of idea of what... Okay, so queen is going to take out this army camp first. I'm going to drop her basically like right where the info button is right now. You know what? I'm going to drop her a little bit over here actually instead. Because then she'll hit the spell factory first, then the army camp, and then probably the archer tower, then step up to the air defense, and then she should easily get pulled to the right with the elixir and the cannon. I might have to drop a rage on her pretty early. We have these 2-point defenses, and my queen sucks. She's only level 26. Yes, I'm working on it. It is only 2-point defenses, so I might be okay. I'll only use it if I have to. And like I said, I would very much so like to save as many rages as possible for my dragons, but the queen walk has to work. It is imperative. She will continue over to the right unless she gets all funky on me, which hopefully doesn't happen. And then as soon as this archer tower and this cannon are targeting her, at that point, I will drop my 2 wall breakers, intend to take out these walls right here. And then hopefully she steps up, takes out these, and then once that air defense there goes down, then I will start dropping in my dragons. Now, oh, didn't mean to do that. What is she going to do afterwards? She's probably going to beat through one of these walls. Hopefully by then the dragons have moved up far enough. Oh, she's going to take out that too, so she will be relatively unscathed once those go down. Hopefully my dragons will have already worked their way up and taking out the defending queen by the time my queen does break through that. So if I'm lucky and the dragons do work in this core, my queen with those healers might come up and clean out all of this crap on the side. Again, I do not anticipate this being a 3-star attack. If nothing else, this air defense right here is going to give my dragons some serious hell when they get there. But that queen with those 4 healers on it, as long as those 4 healers stay out of range, she should get pretty far, really, until this Inferno targets her. I don't anticipate my drags getting to that Inferno, but they might. It's definitely possible. Okay. Make sure we got all of our troops. Oh yeah, I will be using a haste spell on initial drop of those dragons, and then maybe I'll just double haste it. Look at, they're super quick. I can't think of any reason why I would use that second haste later, so let's just go with that. Alright, here we are. So, queen right here, with my 4 healers on this right side, because I don't want them to get in range of that air defense. Then I have my rages on hot standby. So far she is doing okay. She walks to the right. Let's zoom out a little bit. Just keep going to the right, lady. There we go. Now she should pull up on that wizard. Once that archer tower, there we go. Oh, and it didn't want you guys to go there. Maybe she'll still go to the right side. Oh, rage spell. I almost missed that. That would have been terrible. Yes, go inside. You know what? Outside isn't the worst thing that could happen, but if she gets in range of that, I'm going to go ahead with my dragons right now. Because I do not want her to be getting on that, there we go, that's good. Sorry, I can't really talk and multitask too well, so let's go ahead and rage those healers again. Still saving, oh, I still have a dragon in the bag. We're going to haste these balloons. That's a good idea. And then let's drop in the king here to tank a little bit. Let's drop that queen special because of that inferno. Come on, queen, follow that hound. Thank you. Get out of range of... She might die here. Let's get that king doing his thing. I can't believe she's still alive. Still have that dragon. Now she's gonna die here with that inferno for sure. It would be nice if that dragon went up north, but that's okay. The plan worked relatively well. The queen or the wall breakers kind of screwed me a little bit, but fortunately dropping in those dragons a little bit early forced that queen to go up towards the right anyways. So I don't think my healers are going to finish this 3-star, but 71%. So for all you guys wondering if dragons are a viable Town Hall 10 strategy, especially when you're talking about initial hits going for a pretty safe 2-star attack. As you can see, that is what I did this war with a 69%er and a 71%er, and both of them had mistakes in them. Performing them flawlessly, obviously you're going to do better. And on the right base, with exposed air defenses, you could always come in with a kill squad, or with some hogs, or use your heroes a little bit more creatively and take down those air defenses one at a time, and then rush the last one or two with your hogs, kind of like you would do with, maybe a Go La Loon, something like that, and then rush the last ones with your dragons. And I mean, it can be a viable 3-star strategy. Obviously, that's not really what I was going for here, but I just wanted to illustrate that this is something that can be done, and I hope you guys give it a shot. The most important part is that dragon funnel. I mean, just like when you were a Town Hall 8 and you had to worry about dragon funnels before BBQs were a thing, same thing. Using that queen walk can really help. So, but here you got to see it happen both ways, once with, once without a queen walk. I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys liked it. Please drop any questions or comments you may have, and please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I will see you guys sometime soon. Good luck out there. Okay guys, here I am with a bonus dragon live attack. I'm going to be using my baby Town Hall 8. As you can see, I have golems, wizards, and dragons cooked. I am waiting on this spell, but we'll gem that when we get to it. And I am going to, as you can see, we've already smashed up all the 8s, and I'm going to try to 2-star this Town Hall 9. Number 5 is not a... Oh, I don't want to replay, I just want to scout. Number 5 is not a terrible opportunity to try to get in there. I was thinking about hitting this with maybe some Quakes and like a really heavy Govaho or a Govawi maybe, and try to get a 2-star. But because it's already been 1-starred, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to take this guy because he's a really funny base, and this is actually one of those rare bases where if I'm lucky I might even be able to 3-star it. So I'm going to be dropping 2 golems with 5 wizards behind each one of them to try to clear out these sides. Now, I need to stay away from the queen. That's pretty important. And the king, I'm not really worried about him at all. So, I need to find a place where I can pretty much ensure that my golems are going to get a decent split, which I think is going to be this corner. Now, I want to make sure I get a decent split and take out some air defenses. So, I'm thinking if I drop my golem for this cannon right here, then he is going to go mortar, air defense, blah, 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 blah. Now, I don't have to worry about the clan castle, and I don't have to worry about the queen. These are important parts of this attack. Second golem will come down here at this archer tower. I will also be dropping the king on this side for a couple reasons. One, crossbow is in range, and king is there. So those are going to add to how much work my poor little golem has to do. Still just 5 wizards behind, so I want the extra tanking and the extra hit points. Or rather, DPS. So, second golem will come here. Now, the key to this is that my wizards at some point step up and take out that wizard tower, because I do not want my golems to sit there and beat on this wall. I want them to go south and clear out basically these. So once this side is all clear and this side is all clear, I'll be spamming in my aim right for that crossbow. I'm going to assume that there are Teslas in these 4 right outside the town hall area, and obviously only a level 5, so not a huge threat going to aggro my dragons. And Clan Castle has a hound in it. I've already seen that. Another Town Hall 8 already tried to hit this base once. And so as long as this whole side area is clear, then I will drop my dragons based on how far down my troops get. If they clear the whole side, then I'll just come in, basically straight shot from this gold mine area. But I have a feeling because of that king and whatnot that they might not get all the way down. So I might have to drop it a little bit on an angle. Going to have to play that by ear. And we will see how that goes. So let's just go for it. Let's make sure we have our spells. We don't. Let's gem that. All right. One last double check. So my biggest concern really is this mortar. I don't want him to take a bunch of shots at my wizards, so I might actually drop the golem. Oh no, I can't drop the golem on that mortar. No, I need to drop the golem on this cannon. How's that going to work? Well, I drop the golem on the cannon as soon as he walks up, but if I take out that and that first... Okay, yep. Drop the golem on this cannon coming from this angle over here. The mortar should lock onto him and stay on him. Then I will drop... I'm going to kind of funnel my wizards a little bit. That cannon is outside of range. I'll drop one wizard for this army camp, which, like right out here-ish. And I anticipate he will step up and start targeting that gold mine. He will still be safe. And then another wizard or two back here. They're going to step up, and then all of them should at some point step up onto that mortar. I might save a wizard in the bag just in case that mortar gets off a couple of shots. And then on this side, golem right there. He's going to hit this. Couple of wizards behind, plus the attacking king. I will use that king special nice and early as I see fit. And then I just sit tight and wait for my dragons to do what they're going to do. Alright, let's do it. So I got two wizards in the bag in case I need them. Hopefully this mortar goes down pretty quick. Let's target that directly. That wizard tower is about to go down. That's big. Drop that. Let's go ahead and give... That side's more important to clear tower, or air defense up top goes down. Those should be good. I did miss my BK special, unfortunately, but I do have a good shot on... So let's haste these guys in here. And then we will rage them. Let's poison that queen. And we have another rage for the backside. Oh, I thought that was a hound. Apparently I forgot what I was talking about. Let's drop another rage. Oh, that worked out really nicely. Those dragons are just crushing everything. If those wizards can get that air defense, I might 3-star this. No, probably not. Oh, I don't know. There's only one archer tower left? Ooh. Well, either way, this is going to be a really good attack as far as Town Hall 8 to Town Hall 9 goes. So I am not upset at all. But I do not think that my lowly dragons are going... Oh, I got a little split, so that dragon's clearly going to die. This one's got no hope. But these two, if they can team up and get to that last archer tower, I don't know what their healths are right now. We are going to find out. That golem split thing worked out really well. And fortunately, these dragons grouped up quite nicely. So it'd be really nice if we can take down that archer tower pretty quickly. There's no more air defense. He's at half health. Let's see, that goes down pretty quickly. That dragon's almost dead, unfortunately. I do not think that this is going to work, but damn, it was close. Oh, go for the whiz. Come on. What's your problem, dragon? If that dragon, that first dragon that died, had just a touch more health, this would have been a 3-star. 92% 2-star. Alright, well, I'm glad I got to add this to the tail end of that live attack. You guys got to see 2 live attacks, plus 1 replay, plus a couple of queen walks. Hopefully this helps you with the questions that you guys had over there at Chaos Hammer, and hopefully everyone else who's watching this enjoyed watching this. seeing the viability of dragons to hit high-level bases, whether that be hit 9s as Town Hall 8s or hit 10s. I've also done it to hit 11s. If you go and watch my war recap from the first ever One Hive Prime war, you will see me as a Town Hall 10, 2-starring a Town Hall 11 using a dragon attack. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, and I will check you guys around later. Good luck out there.